This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Chris, you're on mute. Hello, guys. Chris is having a little technical issues. This is Between the Ropes, brought to you by C2C Entertainment Network. Chris, are you back?
I am back. I guess I had a little audio issue and it kept restarting on itself. But no, welcome to another edition of Between the Ropes. Crazy week of wrestling. We're here to recap it. As you know, we are here with Big B. How you doing, Big B?
I'm doing good. It's always great to, chit chat, anytime, but wrestling is always a fun one to talk about. Yeah, like you said, it was a crazy week. Definitely getting ready for the Rumble and stuff like that.
I feel like the Rumble is unpredictable this year, as is WrestleMania, but we'll get to all that later. We are also here with Kevin, the rookie. How you doing, Kevin?
Doing pretty good. Always good to talk about some wrestling.
Indeed, and we're going to start with the Friday, depending on how you watch it, but the Friday Night SmackDown this past Friday, and there's a lot of developments in that, especially for the main show. Kicked off really strong, though, with Randy Orton, with promo between him and Trick Williams, kind of setting up a feud here. But it really led to Rey Fenix's match with Trick Williams, and Trick got the upper hand on that, winning that match.
No, that was a good match. I mean, no, they definitely got a bright future with Trick. I mean, again, it's all depending on how you push them and stuff like that. But promo is great. I like that. It's Orton old school versus Trick new school, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. But it looks like we might see a little Miz, Randy Orton, feud. Maybe Miz and Trick team up, and then Orton goes out and finds him a partner, stuff like that. But it'll be interesting to see. I hope we get a couple good matches with Trick and Randy Orton. But the match itself with Rey Fenix, was a good one. Of course, Trick being the newcomer up on top. I mean, I think that was rightfully deserved.
I agree with that. Kevin, what do you think about this first match?
Yeah, like Brandon said, Trick's got a bright future with the WWE, and WWE is, good for capitalizing on signing him. And yeah, like Brandon said, just having, a good feud with Randy Orton's gonna, bring some good matches down the road.
I agree. We're probably going to see one coming up. We'll get to that later as well. Next match of the evening, you had the Women's United States Champion Julia taking on Alexa Bliss. Julia, won that match, but I think there's a little bit of, I wouldn't say controversy, but a little bit of mistrust between Alexa and Charlotte, as Charlotte was not present for the match, saying she was sick.
Yeah,
What's y'all's
I
thoughts?
mean,
We'll go Kevin
I
first.
think we
Or
kind of
maybe-
seen. I think we kind of seen the writing on the wall. We all know Charlotte. Is Charlotte. She's going to do what she wants to do. I think we kind of all predicted that once this team fades out, that Charlotte will be the one that turns on her. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it'll be Alexa. Because I know, somebody on this panel kind of still wants to see Alexa on the Wyatt Six. I don't know how that's going to work, but it is what it is. It'll be kind of intriguing to see where this goes. But I mean, overall, it was a good match. Alexa took the fall. She kept her title, but it is. We'll probably see this match one more time at least.
I think so. Kevin, what do you think?
All I gotta say is I hate Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, with a passion.
That team is going to be. That team's a beast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that overall the match was good. You bring in a veteran and Alexa Bliss taking on the up and comers and Julia, so that was good. Like I am intrigued to see what they're gonna do with the Charlotte Flair Alexa Bliss now, since she wasn't there. But like I said, Nia Jax and Last Legend, they crushed my dreams.
I think they crushed a lot of people's dreams in the WWE. But
I'm telling you right now, if they book that tag team right, I mean that women's tag team division is not going to look the same. I mean,
but you just said it. If.
Well, yeah, you're right. If.
Right. The third match of the night, you had the MFTs going up against the Wyatt Six in an 8-man tag. Good match. MFTs were successful, and then after the match, Solo Sikoa took the lantern that Bray Wyatt had, now Bo Dallas has, and pretty much mocking the Wyatt, saying he has the whole world in his hands. What's y'all thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of spinning back. I mean, they try to recycle some of these storylines. I mean, this goes back to, we can compare it to the urn taking when Mankind took the urn from Undertaker or Kane did. I mean, there's been a couple. This rivalry here is kind of interesting. Again, how are we going to book it? I think we're definitely going to see a few matches, and it may come down to at the Rumble. It's Solo versus Bo Dallas or Uncle Howie as for the lantern. The winner gets control of the lantern, or maybe we see that Solo has some kind of power over the Wyatt Six with this lantern and and stuff like that. So I am intrigued on this one to see how they use this lantern stealing type of thing.
Yeah, it definitely will be interesting. Kevin, what do you think?
Yeah, like you guys both said, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Brandon bringing up the urn thing. CM Punk did the same thing as well to the Undertaker and that big rivalry they had. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Wyatt Six for quite a while. And
I think we all have. I think it's
yeah, and not too impressed by MFTs. I haven't been a fan of them really. I'm not a fan of Solo. I just think Solo's too cocky personally. That's why same reason why I don't like Dominic Mysterio and Logan Paul. But
that's a character.
yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I don't like it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. I hope we do see a tag team championship down down the line at like the Rumble or something, like you guys were saying, between them. And I hope, the White Six can, come out on top.
Hope so too. They need to remove the tag belts because they're not really doing anything with them. But that's another topic for another day. Jade Cargill, Jade Cargill. No. Jordan Grace and Alba Fire squared off. Jordan Grace's first match as a SmackDown roster member, taking on Alba Fire. Jordan Grace was successful in her first match on the main roster, but was confronted, and I think that's where I got confused for a second, by Jade Cargill at the end of that match. So, maybe a little feud coming up.
Oh yeah, that writing's on the wall when they both officially signed there. They both in their other promotions, AEW and TNA, were the top females there. I mean, they're both just ripped. I can't wait. I hope we see this for a good, 3-4 fights. Maybe, Cargo keeps the title for a couple, and then Jordan wins it, keeps it for a couple. I really hope this is a good battle. I don't see something developing soon. Maybe,
Right.
As we talk about the Rumble, maybe Jordan wins and then goes after. But I bet you we get a couple of good matches out of these two before WrestleMania.
I agree, but I feel like, for both men and women, it's kind of hard to determine, winners for those matches.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Kevin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think we're in for, some pretty good, power for power fights here. You get two of the most powerful women going at it here. So I think we're in for some great matches. Hopefully we get some, I know, they don't do them much, but I don't know, feel like a Extreme Rules match between the two of them or something. Let's see them go all out. I mean, Obviously it's lower, but that'd be interesting, But yeah, like Brandon said, I don't see her taking the belt right away. I think they'll give it a match or two before they think about taking it off her. But it's going to definitely be a good feud.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's going to be a feud that will probably lead up maybe to Elimination Chamber. Because I don't think they want to wait that long.
I can see them maybe kicking it off at Elimination Chamber or something like that. Yeah.
But things are getting really quick, moving really quickly in WWE right now, as a lot of stuff is going on pretty much at the same time. One thing that's happened on SmackDown was the United States Open Challenge continued with Carmelo Hayes, and his opponent was Shinsuke Nakamura, pretty much using as an enhancement talent, I guess, in this situation. But Carmelo Hayes retains his title.
Definitely a good match. I'm glad they're giving Carmelo a little bit of a run here. Typically, lately, it's been when they bring talent up, they give them a couple good matches, and then they kind of falter and hide away, and then they, give them the choice of going back to TNA or NXT. I'm glad they're giving Carmelo Hayes. I think we're going to see a lot of the torch being passed here in the next years or so with the younger talent in TNA. Definitely with the older talent moving on. But yeah, I'm glad they're giving Carmelo Hayes a good run right now.
I am too. It's good to see that. Kevin, what do you think?
Yeah, like you guys were saying, it's good to see Carmelo getting some good matches. I mean, you're bringing in a good technician like Shinsuke Nakamura, showing that he, and then putting Carmelo for those type of matches, all different types of matches, like, powerhouses, technicians, high flyers, showing that he can, go against all types of wrestlers. So yeah, it's good to see him going against different types. So be interesting to see how and what kind of matches they put him through down the road.
I agree. Do you think Shinsuke's time in WWE kind of, I know it's not, but ended?
Yes and no. I mean, he's huge over in Japan. As a matter of fact, I never knew who he was until somebody told me I needed to start watching Japan wrestling, because he was big over there. So I think his time over here is probably riding its course. I could see him probably, disappearing and going back home for a while. But I mean, he's still good talent. I still see a lot in him. But yeah, I just think his style, is kind of over it.
I agree with that. And then our main event, the good old main event, we had the 3 stages of hell match, which was the regular, regular match, your falls count anywhere, and then you had the steel cage match. Prior to that, though, Nick Aldis revealed a number 1 contenders mini tournament next week, where the winners of 4 qualifying matches will meet in a fatal 4-way match at Saturday night's main event, where the winner of that match gets a chance to face off against the winner of the 3 stages of hell match at the Royal Rumble. And those matches, those qualifying matches, are Randy Orton and The Miz, Matt Cardona and Trick Williams, Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov, and Damian Priest and Solo Sikoa. So which 2 do you guys think will make it to Saturday night's, or which 2 do you think will be fighting for a championship?
Ooh, that's tough. The Cardona Trick Williams match is going to be a good one. I think Trick will come out on top on that. Orton Miz, I think that's going to end up in a DQ or a no contest, but I can see Randy winning that one. And then Solo and who?
Solo and Damian Priest.
Ah, man, I could see Malachi Black coming in and interfering in that, giving Solo the win there. And then, of course, Sammy's going to win his match because they've been pushing that, that this is his time. He wants to win the title. So, with that being said, God, Saturday night. Some reason I can see I can see Sammy, to be at the Rumble.
Which is in Saudi.
Oh yeah. Sammy's probably he's gonna get his title shot, but he's not gonna win. So Sammy will probably win the number 1 contenders, and then he'll get his shot and not win.
Yeah. Kevin?
Honestly, I would say, I mean, you're more than likely going to get Randy Orton and Trick Williams, which is going to be a great match.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see Trick Williams become the number 1 contender, but I just don't think we're going to get that. Honestly, I think probably Randy Orton's going to win. Because I know him and Drew McIntyre had a feud for a while.
I can see Orton winning it too.
Trick
will be
what
was that?
I think it's going to be. I think Sami Zayn will get his chance at the Rumble.
Yeah. Trick Williams. It's too early for Trick. He'll probably be. I mean, I can see him being in the finals. Against Orton or against Sammy.
Well, it's a fatal 4-way at Saturday night's main event.
Oh, it's a fatal 4-way. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I thought it was narrowing it down. So fatal 4-way. Yeah, I mean, if it's a fatal 4-way, then yeah, I can see Sammy definitely getting the win. I think it's too early. Trick will be in there. I think. Yeah, I definitely think Trick, Orton, and then Solo will probably be along with Sammy be the 4 in there.
That would be a good 4. I mean, either way, it's going to be a hard road to pave, but not as hard as a road as this match. We laid out the stipulations earlier. Both competitors won a fall apiece. Drew McIntyre won the first one with a low blow. The second one, it was basically falls count anywhere. Cody won that one. And then inside the steel cage, Drew McIntyre escaped the cage and won thanks to a little help from Jacob Fatu. So now he's probably going to be in the storyline, with Drew McIntyre and maybe Cody Rhodes and, probably a triple threat match for the title at Mania.
Yeah, no, Fatu returning. I'm actually kind of getting sick of these guys coming back in the mask. It's 9 times out of 10 it's been a bloodline member. That storyline is getting kind of old on these sneak attacks. I mean, yes,
but at least we didn't have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Austin Theory was the other one that did the Black Hood coming through, but they got to figure out some other way to get these sneak attacks on. But yeah, the Fatu coming back, it's going to be interesting. Are they taking Cody out of the championship picture? Going to have a feud with Fatu now for a little bit, or or are they going to pair up Fatu and Drew McIntyre for a little bit as a little team here? So yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see where it goes.
Do you put Cody in the chamber?
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, honestly, I don't know what I would do with Cody right now.
What if they make him win his 3rd Rumble? Ty Stone Cold.
No, that's oh god.
I could see it.
Cody's at the time too where I think he's going to be due for a vacation here. So, maybe him and Fatu get into a good brawl, and he has that magical injury that he just takes time away for a little bit because he's been doing a lot of work, and props to him. I mean, he's definitely a son of a plumber and out there for the working man. But I think it's time for Cody to kind of just go away. We're all waiting for the heel turn, so that could be something too where he comes back as the heel. God, I really hope they don't make him win the 3rd straight Rumble. I hope not. Looks like Chris stepping away. So, let's see here. Let me pull up my phone here. Guys, sorry about that. Unprepared here. So, let's talk about the Rumble, Kevin, because I know me and you didn't watch Raw, but we'll recap it here. Chris is back. Okay. So let's get Chris back situated. Chris, what was the card for? What's the card for Raw?
I'm here. Let's get. They had a number one. Let me get up the card here because they had a number one contenders match for the women's tag title, and it was between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. The Kabuki Warriors, and I believe it was Bailey and Lyra Valkyria.
Okay, let's see here.
Rhea and Io won their match, and now we'll have a we'll have a match at Saturday night's main event. I have the card up here.
Okay.
So yeah, I did start out. Go ahead.
No, I'm glad that Rio and Io get their title. I mean, writing was on the wall. I think we kind of saw that they were going to be the next ones to get title shot. I wish I would have saw the match. I was busy, but I read up on it. So, I kind of like the Rhea and Io tag team. That's a little bit different, but it's another team I don't think is going to last much more as one title reign, and then they'll be splitting up. So,
yeah, a lot of people, see them as like they're going to be WrestleMania competitors, and they don't see them staying too long.
Yep.
Kevin, what do you think?
What was the match again?
The women's fatal
triple threat
for the number one contender spot. Rio and Io won.
The tag titles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like you guys were saying, I like them as a tag team. They have a good, connection and they have good chemistry together. But like you said, I don't know how long they're going to last or how long, if they do win, how long the title reign will last. But I do agree. I don't think it's going to be that long of a title reign. But I do like, the tag team that they have for now.
It's helping them. I mean, it's helping them getting over with the fans and all that. But I think closer to Mania, you'll probably see a riff a little bit. Next match, you had Javon Evans, newly signed Raw participant, Javon Evans, taking on Bravo Americano, and Javon Evans won it. I mean, going up against Bravo Americano or any one of them, it's more of a squash match. But what do you think?
Javon Evans is gonna. I'm gonna make a prediction right here. Javon Evans is gonna have a singles title by the end of the year. I don't think it'll be the big title. Of course, it'll be IC title, but I think, or US title, whichever brand he ends up on. I mean, I know he's on Raw right now, but things could change. Yeah, he signed to Raw right now, but we know things could change. But right now, that kid is so amazing that I kind of upset that I didn't have my Javon Evans card with me when NXT came. Not that he came close, but that's definitely one guy I'm going to try to snab an auto here. That kid's going to have a title by the end of the year.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think so too.
And honestly, I kind of wish they would partner him up with I keep forgetting the kid's name over at NXT or TNA, but I want to see those two together as a tag team and make a title run there.
Oh, Leon Slater, I think it was.
Yeah, that guy's another guy. Those two could just I could watch them. I could watch them against the Street Profits, because I know Montez Ford could fly out of the building. Those guys, Yeah, I would like to see them come up with a tag team like that. But yeah, they're gonna have titles.
They were tag team in NXT, Leon Slater and Devon.
Well, yeah, but he's over in NXT now. But yeah, no, they need to put them guys together and get them some gold around that waist.
I agree. Next match, you had a promo between CM Punk and Finn Balor. Finn Balor is basically calling his shot for the World Heavyweight Championship. Doesn't want it now. Doesn't want it at Saturday night's main event. Doesn't even want it at the Rumble. He wants it next week when they're in Scotland or Ireland, I mean. And he wants to, face off against CM Punk for the championship. Will he win it?
No.
No.
No, Finn Balor. I mean, I like Finn. I kind of liked him better by himself, doing the demon ballad every once in a while.
Right.
I think he needs to know that his role now is coming down to where he's got to be the leader, got to bring up the talent, kind of like the Miz. I don't think the Miz is going to have any more title runs here, but Finn's got to be to that point too, where he's got to know his role and just start helping out the younger talent. I honestly like to see Finn go up against the iguana guy a couple more times and have them bring out the little puppets. Yeah, bring out the little puppets and stuff, and have Demon Finn show up. So WWE lost a lot of chances they could have had with Finn Balor and the Demon Finn and Bray Wyatt and and
I don't think it's his fault for the.
No, it's not his fault. I just think WWE kind of dropped the ball a little bit because I think they could have had some good interaction with those guys. So
I meant with the demon part.
No, he said he was. If I remember right, I think he decided to stop doing it for it was just too much work on him. But and it could have been WWE too. I mean, but I think WWE there's a few storylines that they kind of dropped the ball on over the past few years that I think would have been very entertaining.
I agree. Kevin, what do you think?
Yeah, no, he's not winning the belt. No, I think, like Brandon said, he's way better on his own. I enjoyed when he was doing the Demon Finn Balor, his matches with Roman Reigns back in the day. Man, they put on some bangers.
Yep.
And then he got part of that Judgment Day, and he kind of just became like a write-off. R-Truth and the Miz and stuff, where you put them in matches and they just lose.
Yep.
And I think they wasted his talent. They didn't give him enough opportunities, I felt like.
Well, and I feel like what hurt was, no pun intended, when he did get hurt.
Yeah.
When he was going up against Seth for the Universal, yes, he did win, but it came at a cost, and I think that injury kind of derailed everything.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing that especially when you get older, those injuries aren't going to be this healing as quick as they used to be. But yeah, definitely, I think you're right, Chris. I think it hurt him is when he got hurt.
Yeah.
But again, WWE has so much talent right now; they don't know what to do with. I bet you they could, they could have like a 6-hour show every week and probably still don't have enough talent, enough time to, cover all their talent that they have.
Well, and I think that's where the brand split should stop. because in a sense you have almost 6 hours, 5.5.
Yeah.
No, not including NXT. So technically, you're good without a brand split.
Yeah, I mean, they had to do the brand split. I mean, the one thing they, really need to stop doing, I think, is a lot of this bringing in new titles and stuff like that. I think that really needs to go away.
And I feel like it has, in a way.
Yeah, it has. I mean, now they're finally getting a good women's tag division. I'm glad they stopped talking about bringing in the trios tag titles.
AEW did that, yeah.
Yeah, AEW did that. So, and it works for some people. And, I think the trios titles would work better in WWE because there's more factions and stuff like that. But I just don't think they need it,
Right. Next, you had an interview. Michael Cole interviewed Raquel Rodriguez, and Stephanie Vaquera came out with the walking boot like she did last week. And Raquel continued the onslaught with Stephanie Vaquera, and we're not really quite sure what's leading up to that. If she's going to be written out, set up a match. Who knows?
Yeah, I thought for sure after the beatdown, I thought they were leaning towards her getting written off. I mean, I think we kind of all said it during our award show. I mean, she was by far the best woman. I mean, she won how many title reigns down in NXT? She comes up and, within the first month or so, she's already vaulted herself into championship material. She's got the title. So, she's done a lot. So I was kind of shocked that they haven't said that she has to relinquish the title yet. So,
Kevin, what do you think? Is Stephanie gonna have to relinquish her championship?
I really hope not, because I like having Stephanie Vaquera as a champion, but if the injury is going to be too much, then she's really gonna have no choice.
Maybe it's just time for a change. I don't know. Penta and Dragon Lee faced off against the members of the Vision, Bronson Reed and Austin Theory. Penta and Dragon Lee won that match. Good idea?
No.
No.
No, I like the Vision. I like the way they're going. They're taking a lot of L's early. I mean, I know they won a couple weeks ago when it was Austin Theory's first match with the Vision. I like what they're doing. I hope they push these guys to be this generation's, I hate to say it, NWO, DX kind of thing. I don't think they'll do the DX part, but I think, New World Order type where they just come in, they're the bad guys, and I don't think they'll turn face. I think if you're in this group, you're going to be bad forever. You're going to be the heels. I like the group, and all these guys at one point in time. I know Logan Paul's already held the title. I know Austin Theory's had tag titles, but I would bet between now and I would say part of next year, we're going to see gold on all four of these guys' waist somehow.
Really?
Yep. They're gonna control Raw somehow.
Yeah. What do you think, Kevin?
You guys were cutting out there for a little bit. What was the thing?
What do you think?
The Penta tag match against the Vision, and Vision lost.
Again, I'm not a big fan of the Vision, but I'm
Yeah,
a big fan of Penta.
Anybody good.
Hey, I'm a fan of underdogs. Okay, that's why I'm a Bears fan. But
Dragon
no,
Viper 2.0.
I do like I like Penta. And I forgot who his tag team partner is or what tag they have going on again. But it's about time where they need to start pushing Penta for something because I mean he hasn't done anything since he's been here. I mean, yeah, he puts on some cool moments and stuff, but that man needs to have gold around his waist.
Yep.
He needs to. Like just like they did with Stephanie Vaquer. They brought her up after they brought up Penta, and
Penta came over from AEW.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like Penta, he deserves it. He deserves to have some gold around his waist.
Yeah, I can see them. I know their partnerships with AAA, but I can see him maybe taking that AAA title off of, my favorite hero, Dominic Mysterio. I can see that happening.
Can you believe it? It's been 1 year since Penta entered WWE.
Because he came on the first Raw, right?
Second or third Raw.
Okay. Yeah, 1 year. I mean, time flies. I mean, it definitely flies. Last year we were talking about the first night of Raw on NXT or Netflix. Next thing you know, we're talking the Royal Rumble. Then it's roll to WrestleMania season. I mean, time flies when you're having fun.
True. It sure is. You had a little altercation after the Penta and Dragon Lee match where, between Adam Pearce and Braun Breaker in an official, Adam Pearce kicked out Braun Breaker. Paul Heyman pretty much said, just be careful of your job. Basically. So, looks like we're going to get another general manager.
Man, I don't know. I like the way they're doing things now. You got Pierce, you got Aldis. Of course, they haven't done that storyline in a while where, there's a new GM, in the making or, somebody gets fired. So, of course, they got to bring that up. And one way to probably get a new GM is, you get Braun Breaker and, Pierce picks his guy who he wants it to be. And whoever wins, if Pierce wins, if Breaker gets suspended for a while. If Breaker wins, then Pierce loses his job and Paul Heyman becomes GM or something. I mean, so.
Nah, it's going to be Teddy Long. What are you talking about?
Teddy Long. It's going to be the returning Shane McMahon.
Oh, boy. That's going to be returning Vince McMahon. Returning Vince McMahon.
Vince is, honestly, I'll say right now, and I love wrestling, and I love WWE. If they brought Vince back, I think I'd probably stop watching.
Really?
Even though I think it would be a good ratings killer if AEW brought Vince in or Shane in, I would definitely watch again. But if WWE brought in, thought that it was a good idea to bring Vince back, outside of putting him in the Hall of Fame, which he rightfully deserves, I think I would probably stop watching. I would still keep up on it. I would still read up on it, but I think I would stop watch. I think I would really stop watching WWE for a while if they brought Vince back as a main character. What's up,
so
Thomas?
Is saying good evening, and he's saying that the women's tag team division is better than the Raw's men tag division.
Honestly, I think the women's tag division is probably better than both. That's just me. I mean, we got good men tag teams, but I don't think the division overall is good. I think the women's definitely has a better storylines going with the women's tag division. More entertaining.
Definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happened on.
I think that was it on Raw. I mean,
No, you had the main event, Gunther versus AJ Styles, and it kind of ended controversially
Cheater.
because Gunther did tap out. Referee didn't see it, and
Ghost tap.
yeah, but AJ felt it, and but the referee didn't see it.
so Gunther ended up winning.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have a like a series of matches.
Yeah, we're gonna see this one at Rumble. You know, I think definitely we see this one at Rumble on I don't know, maybe 2 out of 3 falls or a submissions match or something. Not known for AJ to be a submission wrestler, so it'll be interesting. But again, you got Gunther that's gone through now and retired Goldberg. He's retired Cena. We all know that AJ said that this is probably his last year or hinting to it. Orton's coming
No,
up.
he said it is his last year.
Oh, it is his last year. So
yeah.
So we'll see where this goes. But honestly, AJ still is AJ, and I think this would be a good series of matches definitely to watch. Gunther will probably come out on top on most of them because that's how Gunther is. And, AJ, I don't think needs the victories, but, to keep it cool, I think they'll, go back and forth. But definitely could see a match at Rumble.
I think so. Kevin, what do you think? You had some strong feelings of this match.
Yeah, I mean, Gunther, he clearly tapped, and the ref didn't see it, and AJ, that cost him the match because he was arguing with the refs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But they're kind of making Gunther like I said last week, they're making him the Legend Killer 2.0. So he's retiring all the legends. So it's pretty clear that he's probably gonna end up retiring AJ Styles. He's probably gonna end up retiring CM Punk. He's gonna retire Brock Lesnar. He's probably gonna retire Chris Jericho if he does return. But it's just I don't know why they picked Gunther. I mean, he's like what, he's in his 40s, right? I think, or something like that. Like he's an older guy, and if they wanted someone like John Cena said, he wanted someone who could be in like that Attitude Era and everything, or whatever. Like, could you have picked someone a little bit younger? Because I mean, Gunther's gonna retire shortly after all these guys do.
Well,
so
but Gunther's been going for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he used to be named Walter.
Yeah.
Walter.
Well, and that's the thing is, I mean, we all have this thing called the internet now. So, I mean, they can't fool us on thinking that we don't think Gunther's an older wrestler. I mean, he's 38. So, yeah, he's 40, born, 87. But, definitely he's been around the block a while. Yeah, I don't know why they picked him. I mean, he has no talent.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, we used to do the show a while back with Ace and, Dave, and,
Yep.
we always had, talk about Goldberg and his 4 moves. And, Brock Lesnar with his 4 moves. I mean, that's pretty much all Gunther got. But he's got power behind his moves, which I don't want to get slapped in the chest by his moves.
No.
Maybe Kevin does, but I definitely don't. So, but
Yeah, that would be worse than me going to try out kicking for a football team.
yeah, but with that, we're what 3 weeks away. I think the 31st is the Rumble, Chris.
Yeah.
I will be
31st is
watching
the
it.
Rumble.
So, I mean, I watch it too. Chris, we might. Actually, I won't be around, so I'll be at a local event. My first one of the year, so I won't even get to watch it right away. I know my son will probably have it on his phone, or we'll probably watch on the way back. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think of? Should
It'll be an afternoon event.
Oh, it'll be afternoon?
Yeah, it's an afternoon event because it's in Saudi.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, we'll probably watch it on our way to the event. Actually, I'll probably work, but anyway, so everybody's talking about, I see a lot of posts on Facebook, who's going to be the surprise return, what legends are going to be in there. Me, I mean, outside of people get injured like Kevin Owens, I don't think he'll be back, or Seth Rollins. I don't want to see no legends in there. I mean, there's nobody that intrigued me. Now, on the women's side, because, there's some still, not that many talented women. I don't mind it so much, but I'd rather just see WWE just let NXT come in, fill the spots, Raw, SmackDown, heck, even TNA, bring a couple of those people over. I don't want to see no legends in there. I mean, what do you guys think, Kevin? I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I'll make a bet with you. I'll make a bet with you that Paige is number 30 in this Rumble.
That is well. I mean, okay.
I'll make a bet and say she ain't gonna show up.
I bet you she does show up, Chris.
That's. But like I said, I mean, on the women's side, okay, bring back Paige. I get that, and I mean, even you can bring back Jericho. He's been wrestling for a while, but I'm talking like, people are talking, what legends are going to show up like. Undertaker. I don't want to see those guys. Chris Jericho, I really don't want to see him come back and make a return at the Rumble if he does come back. Moxley would be a good one, but I just don't want those guys that have been out of wrestling for a while.
MJF.
And I know Paige has been out of wrestling, but she's been trying to get back in, and I wouldn't mind seeing Paige come out number 30.
Yeah,
I'm kind of with Crystal. I don't know if it'll happen. I mean, but I'd like to see them just use the younger talent.
It's going to be hard to get. It's going to be harder this go around to get female talent over there.
Yeah, that is true.
I think the restrictions.
You are right, but I think Saudi's kind of opened up a little bit on letting the female do their performance over there, because I think that was one of the key things before. I mean, of course, they're not going to show skin, so all the girls are going to be wearing street clothes pretty much, so it's not going to be too exciting. But or maybe Saudi's over. I think SmackDown's over there anyway, so
SmackDown will have their show the night before or the day before. Yeah.
So, but outside of that, I mean, right now, I mean, I don't know who's all in it. Nobody's really confirmed yet. But Kevin, who do you, on the men's side, women's side, who do you think's going to win it?
Men's and women's,
Come on, pick Dirty Dom. Let's go.
I'm not picking Dom, though. Only because he's a champion right now, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I know it's tough.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do it, and I know you don't want to see it, and I think it's gonna happen, but I'm calling it. I think Seth Rollins is gonna win the Men's Royal Rumble.
Well, no, I don't mind seeing Seth come back being injured. I mean,
Mhm.
and I can see that. I can see Seth coming back and, of course, winning. You know, because I bet you we're going to get a CM Punk Braun Breaker match at Rumble, and that's probably where Braun Breaker is going to finally win the title. What about the women's side?
Man.
I mean, if you got Paige coming in 30, I mean, she's got to be a favorite to win. I mean,
Yeah, but then again, if we don't get our Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, I would have to say AJ Lee's got to be, a hot
yep,
pick too.
yep.
I think they bring Paige just to bring Paige back for the hype and everything. I don't see her winning.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
man.
why I don't think she'll be 30. I think she'll be like late teens, early 20s.
I mean, they messed it up last year by making Nikki Bella 30 when they should have made Alexa Bliss 30. She would have got way more hype.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I'll have to lock it in. I'm gonna go AJ Lee.
Okay.
So I'm
So
going Seth Rollins, AJ Lee.
So we got Seth Rollins, AJ Lee. Chris, who do you have winning right now as an early pick? I mean, until we start knowing who's in there, I mean, who do you have?
Men will be Sami Zayn, and then women will probably be a returning Bianca.
Ooh, that's a
yeah,
good one.
Yeah.
And
For me,
you know, it'd be interesting this year. The Chambers in Chicago. What
Ooh.
if Punk and AJ Lee win their respective chambers?
well, that's if they do that. The winner of the chamber gets a
So
title shot.
basically, what I'm thinking is Finn Balor wins the championship. Punk will have to get it back by winning at the chamber at least.
Yeah. So I'm going. I do like the Seth Rollins. That kind of makes sense. If it was me writing, I'm going somebody young like Trick Williams or Carmelo Hayes, or maybe somebody on, coming
Joe
up.
Hendry.
Yeah. I mean, that's what. But WWE's doing the writing. So I would say you're probably the Seth Rollins pick. I like. I'm not gonna pick it. God, you got me thinking about Cody Rhodes winning the third time. I don't want to see that.
It's very possible though.
It is very possible.
You know how WWE works.
I'm God.
We
I
don't know.
almost
We don't
leaning
work
towards
there.
Roman Reigns getting that win, but that'll be what, number 2 for him? I mean,
I think it'd be number 3, wouldn't it?
it might be number 3. Yeah, I guess I gotta go Roman Reigns right now. So women's side, I think it's gonna be Jordan Grace. I think she's gonna. I think that's gonna be my young one, up and comer. I think Jordan Grace is gonna win the women's side of things. So, but we'll see. So, but your
So
guys, yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say on Saturday I'll be going to TNA Genesis, which is their first pay-per-view of 2026. So it should be a fun one. Looking at the card, a lot of good matches. We were talking about Leon Slater from TNA. He'll be in the X Division Championship match with Cedric Alexander and Moose.
Moose.
Yeah. AJ Francis and Rick Swan.
Where are you sitting at?
On commentary side, I think on the mezzanine.
Oh, okay.
So maybe above commentary.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have good seats. I mean, you had hell of a seats when you went to SmackDown the night that they had the Hall of Fame down there.
Yeah.
I think I kind of spoiled myself. I don't think I'd sit anywhere else besides ringside or on the aisles now. But
Hey,
no,
ringside for a TNA is not bad though.
no, you just have to get out there right away, and hopefully, not everybody and their brothers on 20 different laptops getting ringside tickets. You know. So.
Well,
So
they
Brandon,
had one.
I went to a wrestling event this year before you have, huh?
Where'd you go?
I went to that MLW in Silver Lake.
Oh, okay. How was it?
How was it?
I saw this very big dude. Very big dude. Like 464 pounds, 6'7".
Kingpin?
Man was huge. What?
Kingpin?
Yep, that man was ginormous.
That dude is. But you know what? That dude is big. I actually follow him on Facebook. Dude's nice. I mean, he's a good guy. He
was in a triple threat with
Brutal.
God, what's his name? Riley Jackson. And they make fun of him. They make fun of this guy. Oh man, I can't remember his name. Yeah. His last name, Kyle Pro. They call him Kyle Amateur.
Oh, yep.
So it was a triple threat with those three, and I watched Kingpin do a double Claymore. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, no, he's a big dude. He can move. No, he's a cool dude. Riley Jackson, he's another one too. That's an up and comer on the Midwest scene here. Him and his partner Levy Cruz, great tag team, another high flying team. I'd like to see them.
We saw them at
what's that?
We saw them at Grand Slam, didn't we?
Yep. I'd like to see them go up against Top Flight. I think that'd be a heck of a match. I think them against Royal Flav would be a good match. If MAW is watching, I'm doing half of your booking already for you.
That'd be funny.
No, I just want to give a shout out to AWF. They had a show Saturday the 10th. I think all the proceeds, I could be wrong, went to Lily, who passed away, was one half of their tag team champs with her husband, the System. So they had a tribute show to her. I wish I could have made it. I'm looking for some videos to watch. Great turnout, great, sportsmanship, family, all the wrestlers went out and some of the so it'll be nice to get to talk to some of those people on how that show was presented, but props to them for looking out for their only. Also too, coming up, I may or may not be going over to Fargo for Winter Blast, I think it's called. I was asked by Bubba, who's going to be streaming it and doing some interviews. He asked me to join them. I said I'd be in Fargo.
North Dakota.
It's below Zero Wrestling.
When is that?
That's what I'm looking at.
I think we have one of their representatives or whatever on here before.
Maybe if are you going to get a hotel that night, Brandon, or what's your plan?
Well, if I do go, I would probably. But let's see here. He texted me.
Because I could probably chip in for part of the hotel if.
Yeah. I'm just looking here. So he got permission to cover the Winter Slam in Fargo. He asked me if I'd be involved. It's February 21st, Saturday. I don't know if I can commit to taking the day off because I've already asked for a couple other days off that month. But if anything, I would definitely do a live stream with them. So that might be something we talk about a little bit. But but with that being said, I have nothing else. Tomorrow, me and Tim will be back for our first show of Rankum.
Okay.
Pretty much topics are going to be a recap of sporting events, top moments in 2025, top hate to put damper on the show, but top celebs that have passed away in 2025. So tune in for that unless something comes up to where we can't do it. But Rankum will return tomorrow at 9:00.
Can't wait to see that. We will also have a very, very detailed-oriented, I guess, show of Primetime Blitz with all the latest coaching moves, departures, winners and losers of Wildcard Weekend.
We'll talk about at least 5 of the 6 games. I don't care to talk about the other one that happened Saturday night. We'll talk about some of the. I'm just kidding. Just giving that Bears fan a little heckle there, but yeah, definitely talk about some good games this past weekend.
A little heckle. How about me almost having a damn aneurysm at the B-Dubs table?
And then definitely talk about week 2 of the playoffs, and maybe some coaching moves or free agent moves or whatever else is on docket. And hopefully we get a returning Tim Hendricks. I mean, he's been MA doing some family stuff over in Italy, traveling and stuff. So definitely hope to have him back and we can get his thoughts on his Colts on what they plan on doing. But outside of that, I guess we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all next week for another edition of Between the Ropes here on Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. Hope you guys enjoy your week, enjoy some wrestling, and we will see you guys next week.